to the Mellow Miniatures live stream. Hopefully we've got over the technical difficulties there, and I can now be seen and heard. I don't know what is happening at the moment with my audio interface, because regular viewers will see I have a new microphone and I have a lovely new audio interface as well. So yeah, this is going to be sat at the bottom of the screen, and I'm going to be directly next to it. So hopefully, let's not break the illusion there. Let's get that pinned. Okay, we've got that pinned back on. We'll just bring I'm just hopping into my Discord and dropping a notification. Okay, that is done, so hopefully a few people will start to show up. I'll just bring my reference image back. Today we have this Batman Mr. Freeze miniature from Talisman Batman Supervillains Edition. So we're going to get him painted up, and yeah, looking all lovely. Oh, dropping the paints all over the place. We're going to start here. Fenrisian grey, which is just enough of a sort of a bluey grey, and it'll be lovely for what I'm trying to do here with Victor Freeze. I'm just going to move my mic slightly further down. When I did that earlier, it did drop off the table, so do be aware that that is a very real possibility. So I've not got this one into a dropper bottle as yet. As you saw then, it is still in its silly little bottle that they come in, and I did only get it today, so yeah. Just trying to thin this down, get as much of it off the brush as possible. And I'm actually going to move chat as well. There we go. Now I have chat in a place where I can see it, so we can carry on and crack on with the day's painting. You see already there that leaves a lovely Lovely blue, you can't see that, just like a big grey blue blob. There we are. Mosius, hello, good evening to you. Paint me like one of your French girls. Maybe someday. Get you a big, get you on a big canvas. A friend of mine has started following Bob Ross tutorials, and I have a couple of canvases at home, and I'm very much tempted to follow in her footsteps with that. In fact, we'll just go with the goggles with this blue as well. Just paint his whole head. Have I got? Yeah, I've got the light on behind me. This this light that's here is not doing me any favours. Let me just move this back to where it usually is. That's slightly better. And now not being blinded. I am sat off camera painting there, so I'll move that over there. Stream Elements, thanks for telling people in chat that I'm alive. I'm alive? No, I am live. I am alive as well, I guess, but I don't understand why Stream Elements posts, because I'm not logged into Stream Elements, and people who are in chat already know I'm live because they're watching me. So it seems a bit odd to me, but we'll carry on nonetheless. So I'm going to give Mr. Freeze here a blue base to go along with his giant blue head. Oh, this microphone's not going to work underneath the wet palette because I'm going to keep hitting it with my brush. Is that okay there? Yeah, that's okay. No, it's not. So I'm just going round the base that you can't see. There we are. So how are you today, chat? Too Many Sprues is here as well. Hello, Too Many Sprues. How are you doing? It's lovely to have you here. Too Many Sprues is hosting the stream as well. Thank you very much for that. I'm here today painting 3 of my new miniatures, my new Batman Talisman Supervillains edition. So we have Mr. Freeze, we also have Ra's al Ghul, and we have the Penguin. So you'll be seeing a little bit more of those two later on. There are some other miniatures that we can get onto as well, should we need to. You're good, just getting some priming done. Excellent. What are you priming? Anything fun or not? Where's my mouse there? Sorry, I just noticed I had left my mouse on screen. Okay, so most of this costume, Mr. Freeze, is black. So we're gonna go to all reliable bottom black. I don't know why the frames. I don't know what I must have messed with one of the settings, and I don't know what I've done. Assault Intercessors, lovely. Are those going to be Imperial Fists, I presume? With you being similar to me in your... well, the same as me, I guess, in your choice of Space Marine army. Well, let's see. Where are we putting this black? Yep, they are Imperial Fists. Lovely. Love a good yellow boy. So we're just going to get this on. Slap it all over the suit he's wearing. Not be too rough, but with it, but we're not being too gentle either. I have changed the sheet on my wet palette, the paper, just before coming onto stream. So we have none of this chunky black that I've been painting with for a while. Which I hadn't realised that I was painting with until it dried. So I might have to strip a couple of the miniatures I've been working on, which is never fun, but when you don't pay enough attention to what you're painting with them with, it kind of has to be done. I will show off some more of the miniatures that I've been working on. They are what I have been painting this week. I say this week, I got them Tuesday. I painted them Tuesday. Had a day off yesterday, and I'm back to paint them today. So I painted them Tuesday and today. Oh, my apologies for hitting the microphone there. I will get used to the mic being there, because as you've probably heard, this is a new microphone. It's, well, as far as I can tell, it's doing wonders, but I suppose chat has the final say on how good it is, really. So, you know, sound off, let me know what you think. As long as I can be heard. So the issues with everything being super loud apart from me before was that I had the monitor on for the speakers. So everything that was heard twice, hence why it was doubly as loud. Sounds fine to me. Excellent. That is what we like to see. But yeah, everything that was coming through was coming through my laptop and being output by Streamlabs as I told it to. But it also turns out that I'd told it to monitor and output. So it also heard the monitor of itself and outputted that. Hence why every notification was very loud, and why when Too Many Sprues hosted the stream, why it didn't make a noise, because I'd turned it down that much that you now can't hear it. But I do look over enough to catch things, and also have the bar on Streamlabs that tells me the last event or two to happen. So I should still catch everything there. Speaking of events to happen, there is there's our new follower, or my new follower, I suppose. There's Abata displayed at the bottom of the screen, who followed earlier today, I believe. I can't remember now, but yeah, it was either yesterday or earlier today, between the streams. Because for those of you watching who didn't know, I did do a stream yesterday. As much as it didn't go to plan, I was playing Warhammer Vermintide 2, and I was also playing a computer game version of Warhammer Quest. And it wasn't the stream I expected it to be, because I expected to be able to run the games fine and for people to be able to see everything okay, and that was not the case. Now, while my computer could run both games perfectly, nobody could see Vermintide 2 for a multitude of different reasons. However, that is a learning curve that I've taken, and we'll keep miniature painting. So I did say earlier in the week there was going to be a 4-day Mellow Miniatures sort of marathon, I guess. Plans change. So tomorrow there may or may not be a stream. If there is going to be a stream, it's going to be later than this one. It will start at around 9:30, maybe. It may start earlier, and it may start even later, or it might just not happen. But I do aim to be painting for you guys tomorrow. Where we've gone with Batman today, so I think or DC today rather, as you won't be seeing Batman painted because I've already done it. However, tomorrow we will be taking a look at Marvel miniatures from Marvel Crisis Protocol, which is something I raved on about last week. So those of you who don't know about the game, you can get your first look at potentially 4 of the miniatures. And I'm going to say no more than that. But 4 miniatures I'll be bringing with me at least. Whether I put paint to them or not is a different question. I've just got black on Mr. Freeze's lovely blue face there. I'm going to take that off. There we are, just as simple as taking the paint off your paintbrush, keeping the water on it, and just wiping that away like so. Chat's very quiet tonight. Is it a busy evening for people? Or are we just chilling out? I know Too Many Spruce said he was priming, which is fine. I don't mind if nobody talks either, because everybody knows that I could talk for us all. Little Lele Mont is in. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. we're painting Mr. Freeze at the moment from Batman Talisman, who is constantly out of focus because I have to keep. No, that's not gonna. That'll. You can at least see him there. You won't be able to see the part that I'm painting because of his head. So I will say these guys aren't sold as miniatures. They are sold as board game pieces. But I couldn't play a game made by Games Workshop, the same people who make Warhammer. I couldn't play a game by them and not have painted miniatures. So I primed them up. I used brush on primer because I've been experimenting. Not experimenting really, because I've just been using that recently. Ooh, did you just get that figure recently? Yeah, I got it. I got it on Tuesday actually. So this is pretty new. This isn't one of the ones that I got today. I did go to the Warhammer store today and spent a significant amount of money, as per usual. Too many sprues is trying to be productive. Yeah, well, you can be productive. You can, put me on in the background. You can. Wait, you don't even have to. There's no obligation to watch me. If you want to disappear off and be productive, get on with your day. That is absolutely fine by me. But saying that, I will be here should you want to return. Or should you not want to leave, My phone is lighting up crazy. So we're just putting some more black on him. See, I've tried to paint these miniatures like the cards that come with them. So they each come with like a character stat card for when you're playing the game, and it's strange because the character stat card that comes with this miniature, it has a same costume but a different gun in his hands, which is very weird. You can see this gun is actually his hand is inside the gun, if you can see that. Whereas the one in the image, I've a reference over there that I'm looking at. The reference in the image, he has a double-handed gun. Like he would more commonly have anyway. So I'm just sort of taking liberties with this. His gun in that is black. Well, it's like a dark gunmetal black. So I'm trying to keep this to be a black, and then I can bring up the metals should I need to. Now what's... so I've gone over that. Is that a vein or a mould line that I'm looking at? It's a mould line, okay. Don't know what's going on with this music, but it's very jazzy. I don't think it's the usual playlist I have on. I must have misclicked something. Let me just check. Soundtrack, you've changed your picture. I don't like it. There we go. We'll change playlist. Mellow things down a little bit, as are expected over here. This microphone is still not in the correct position. Why will it not turn? Okay, I'll turn like that. I guess that gives me an excuse to lean over more. Okay, now I've put soundtrack over my reference image. Okay, his goggles are black. So we'll wash off this size 2 brush. And just put that down there for a second. I just kicked something. What was that? No idea. I just felt something sort of move across my foot then, but maybe it's a ghost. It's not a ghost. I promise you it's not a ghost. Right, his goggles. I don't know how well you saw that. You probably saw that pretty well. Now he looks like Morpheus from the Matrix. This looks like he's got sunglasses on. This chair makes so much noise. How does that look? Yeah, he looks really cool. He's got sunglasses on. Ironically, Mr. Freeze is ready for summer. Let's zoom you in a bit. That probably helps with you guys being able to see stuff. But that gives me a very, very small frame to be able to paint in. However, I will do his eyes, his lenses on his goggles while I'm zoomed in. You'll hear this lovely and thin Evil Sun Scarlet here. My favourite red? No, I think Mephiston Red is still my favourite red. Just a couple of drops of that. Just cleaning up the mess that made on the wet palette there. Make sure not miss anything in chat. Right, deep breath, people. two lovely red eye lenses for Mr. Freeze. Gonna do that a blue with a metallic ring around it. His arms are gonna go white. In fact, I'm gonna do his sleeves black before I do that. Just clean off the brush there. So we'll go like this. So I am taking a few liberties with a few of these characters and making them my own. You know, they are my miniatures after all. See, this is where we start to get out of frame. It's not quite there. So I'm still using this absolutely tiny brush, just because I don't want to go too deep into the arm, and keep the lines nice and straight. There we are, that's one arm done. And microphone in the way again. Oh, stop it now. I have just realised he has his flop of hair on the top of his head. This Mr. Freeze is not bald. The one in the image, has white hair also. There's this little sort of Mohican-y stripe down the middle. Yeah, so that's the top of the sleeves done. So I'll get some white. I have to get a new chair for in here, I think. Give this white a good old shake. White scar. I should have really brought my other white with me, because I prefer it, but I didn't. So instead, we're going to use this one, which doesn't want to come out the bottle. There you go, that'll do, I guess. I got these dropper bottles cheap on Wish, and you know, things on Wish can be a little hit and miss. So just these bottles are no different. Some of these bottles are good. Some of these bottles are closed up. The sort of the actual dropper bit is closed up at the end, which is not useful. Or some of the holes seem to have been put in the wrong place, so there'll be a hole halfway down the dropper and all the paint will spray out the side, which again, not very fun, not very good, but they were cheap, so I got what I paid for. They were all present and correct. They sent me the right number. So yeah, I can't really complain. If I'd have gone somewhere to somebody who makes professional dropper bottles or sells professional dropper bottles, like I think army painter do. Don't quote me on that. I think they do. Yeah, I could have got something of much better quality, is the point I'm trying to make, but I didn't, and that is okay. You guys are all very quiet tonight. Very quiet. Maybe I should paint Batman miniatures every week. I'd like to, but night models suck. And I'll say that. And I'm sure that most people who have used night models, unless very, very recently, will also tell you the same thing. A good friend of the channel, Mike Moans, he will tell you all about how night models suck. He'll tell you till the cows come home. I've been looking at buying a couple of their miniatures recently. They make the Batman miniatures game. I suppose it's like Marvel Crisis Protocol, but the DC equivalent. And they made the Harry Potter ones. We painted some of the. Did we paint some or? No, we painted one. We painted Gilderoy Lockhart on the stream, and I painted. Oh, what's her name? Maggie Smith's character. Like one of the only female teachers. Sorry, I just realised I've been painting off camera. We've done his hair, and we've done the bottom half of both of his arms. What's that teacher called, though? That's really going to bug me. I know that Maggie Smith plays her. And Professor McGonagall. That's her name, and I've just got a really stiff pain in my neck, though. Yes, so I painted Professor McGonagall off stream. I also got a Dolores Umbridge and Professor Snape. And now that I have a couple more pinks, I might finally paint that Dolores Umbridge. Trusty glass of H2O there. As always, with a Mellow Miniatures stream. Where are we going next? Silvers. Do I go light with a Runefang Steel? Or do I go dark with a Lead Belcher? You see those? I think I'm going to go with dark Lead Belcher. Yeah, it's only paint. We can fix it if we want something else. Get that shaky up. There's some Lead Belcher there. So, actually, before we do the Lead Belcher, we need to do the light blue circles in here. Just pull the focus to that. for this we're going to use Lothern Blue, however it is pronounced. We're just going to draw up an eensy bit on the palette there. Right, blue. Doom. This lady's voice is very dull. I'm rather enjoying this playlist much more than the other one now. So I'll take that. There you go. Lovely blue glowing circle in there. That's his slush puppy machine on the end of his hand. A slush puppy feels like something that the Arnold Schwarzenegger Mr. Freeze would have had. With all the ice puns and things from Batman and Robin, was it? Yeah, that was Batman and Robin. The best of all the Batman films, closely followed by Batman Forever. And a lot of people will think I'm joking there. Genuinely, that is my opinion. Batman and Robin is not supposed to be this serious. Batman Forever included as well, but they're not supposed to be the serious Batman films you see today, like Dark Knight and Batman Begins, Justice League, Dark Knight Returns. I know that those were in a funny order, but those two films are supposed to be tongue-in-cheek kind of riffs of 60s Batman. And yes, some of the things are a step too far, like the Bat credit card. Well, things like the Bat credit card are exact things pulled from the 60s, or pulled from ideas from the 60s. So if any of you have ever seen Batman the movie, the 60s film, starring Adam West and Burt Ward, they end up in the Batboat, or the Batcopter, or one of the more obscure Bat vehicles. And so there's Batman, and he has his Batmobile, and he has his Batboat, and his Batarang, and his Bat copter and cycle and whatever else. But in that film specifically, they get attacked by a shark. I believe it's something that the Penguin throws at them. I don't know, it's been a while since I was in the film, but they're attacked by a shark, and they use bat shark repellent. Now, the bat shark is not an animal, however, it is just regular shark repellent spray, like a fly, or a wasp, or whatever kind of insect. So the Bat credit card is kind of a joke on that. As for bat nipples. Yeah, I don't have an excuse for those. Those were just weird. But anyway, enough about weird bat things. Can do this box on his chest, silver as well. Maybe the pipes here, and on the other side too. I didn't quite catch the undersides of either of those. Check the time. It's not quite 9 o'clock yet. Wow, that was... You wouldn't have been able to see any of that. That's completely out of focus. I don't think my camera does, and you'll probably be able to hear it. Don't think it... Come on. I think it does autofocus in... No, definitely doesn't do autofocus. That's annoying. For some reason, when the camera's connected to the computer, it won't autofocus. Which is a shame, because I could really do with it. I'm gonna give him silver knees. This Mr. Freeze is going to be very bling. Yeah, just the fronts of those, not doing the sides or anything. It looks like he's plated them. Tempted to change this cable to a blue as well. I think we'll leave it there for now. Just be careful not to touch any of the silver. So now that Mr. Freeze is done, I'll just wash my brush here. I'll show you some of the other characters I've been working on as well. So first of all, we have the Riddler, Edward Nigma, who is pretty much done. He just needs his hair. You'll see his cane's not very straight either, so I might have a go at straightening that out. Yeah, once he's got his hair in, I might redo his skin on his face because it's looking a bit grey there. But that's the Riddler done. Next up, we have Clayface, who I had a go at dry brushing again with, if any of you have seen my Apocalypse Ghost diorama, you'll know I did a very heavy dry brush on the ghost herself. Let's bring Clayface into focus a little bit more. There we go. So you'll see the sunken yellow eyes, there's some teeth, there's some very subtle lighter and darker browns on there. Who are we going to bring in next? We have Harvey Dent, Two-Face, who I've given a go at the black and white suit there, and the coin being flipped in the air out of his hand. He does need quite a bit more work with the lines neatening out and things like that. Oh, sorry, microphone. Who else? There's Batman himself in a very very George Clooney inspired costume, actually. He needs the whites of his eyes. He needs a little tidying up. He might want stripping, actually, because that black is absolutely atrocious. Maybe a second coat, maybe stripping, I'm not sure. But I'm definitely not happy with how Batman looks. We've started with the Clown Prince of Crime himself, the Joker. He's got a very thin purple suit on at the moment. He's got a little bit of green on his hair, just because I tested it to see if it was the right colour, after using it on the Riddler's suit. We have Harley, who I'm not going to stay on very long, because her outfit's not very appropriate, but she needs the white and her hammer doing. I have given a smiley and a... Can we show it? There we are. A frowny face on a hammer as well. Again, not going to show it long because the way I've painted it isn't very appropriate, but we have Poison Ivy, who needs her hair doing, and her flower chair. The other miniatures in the set, we'll quickly go over Joker's daughter, who is now known as Punchline, who's also in a very inappropriate outfit. We have Scarecrow, who's not in a very appropriate outfit either. Well, he is. He's just happens to have a noose around his neck, which meant that I wasn't going to paint him today. And we have Bane, being old Bane here, with his gas tank on his back. Lovely miniature. And the other reason I'm not painting him is because I don't have time. I don't know if I'll have time to get on to 2 more miniatures, but I am going to do at least 1 more. So we'll bring in Oswald Cobblepot himself, the Penguin. And we'll bring... what time is it? 4 minutes to 9. Okay, well, I'm not feeling like I need a break quite yet. Let me just switch my reference over to there. So he's got his... That's the camera dying. Let me just switch the battery, drop all my paintbrushes. Where's the thing? Come here. Actually, is it? Yeah, it is definitely dead. And I can't find... There it is. Just knock the batteries over. While I am on the subject of batteries, I haven't had my battery charger at home this week, so I haven't been able to film the video, which obviously should have been out at lunchtime today, as usual. But this week's video will be out on Saturday. On Saturday, I am I'm guesting on another stream, and I can't get this to sit in the camera. So I'm sorry for the jumping about at the moment. Come on, camera. So yeah, I'm guest hosting on the Mellow Miniatures stream. We have done a collaboration together. It's something we've teased for a while, but it's finally happening. So we did a miniature swap of 21 different miniatures for 2021, all with the theme of new beginnings, because we had at the time a newly formed friendship. We just met each other, and we decided to do a Mellow collaboration, because obviously him being Mellow Minis, me being Mellow Miniatures, we thought it'd be a good idea. So after almost a month of, well, over a month actually, of shipping and getting our schedules to align together, the audio for the video has been done. I just need to do the visuals to match up and give you guys something to watch rather than listening to us just podcast. And yes, so my video will be out on Saturday, all things being well, and then Chris's stream will be later in the day at 8 PM GMT. All that will be in the video description anyway, for you guys to click and to watch and to listen to. And I can tell you, it's very, very exciting. We both said to each other that we felt like we had a better deal than the other one. So Chris feels he has a better deal than me, and I feel that I have a better deal than him, which I think is wonderful, because it means none of us, feel bad. I was thinking that he would be upset and he'd be like, oh, well, I've got the worst deal here. But no, he feels he's got a better deal than me. So, I suppose it worked out. This penguin is wearing gloves. That penguin is also wearing gloves, I think. Cool. So that's the face done there. I'll just come back across. What colour's his hair in that? He's got brown hair in that. Okay. Let's come across his fur here with some white. Hopefully that looks really bright in the camera there. So just going around all the cuffs and collars of the miniature, all the fur linings. How are we doing, chat? Do we want to break? Do we want go put the kettle on or grab a snack or something? If anyone has any preference, let me know, and we can get on that. Has anybody got a white base? No. Okay, Penguin, you're getting a white base. Because Batman gets the black base. Of course he does. So, Penguin, you'll have to deal with a white one. Well, brother, gone to sleep, so no more airbrush. Oh, your brother's gone to sleep. Oh, okay. Does that mean you're brush painting now then, or are you giving up, or? What were you airbrushing? Were you base coating, or were you highlighting or priming or what? Catch you later, I've got a channel to mod. Okay, no worries, too many screws. That is absolutely fine. I will, I'll probably see you in one of your streams pretty soon, hopefully. Patch priming, okay, okay. Oh, patch priming. I don't know why I accepted patch priming as a thing. I just assumed it was a technique that that I didn't know. Which would not be the first time. Okay, I'm bored of this playlist again. It's all just sad, depressing, boring songs. What do I want? Indie? What's on indie? No. Give me lo-fi. Yeah, this'll do. So we got a very quiet stream today. Ow. Just checking Discord notifications. Okay, nobody important messaging me. Just wet the tip of this brush again. Let's bring the hairs back together, and bring my reference image back. Lovely flat surface on the top there. I can just bring up. Love painting flat surfaces. Makes things a lot easier. Than, for instance, painting this coat out, which is the absolute antithesis of a flat surface. So his waistcoat is probably going to be black as well, isn't it? A very dark miniature, this one. Hopefully those bursts of colour on his skin and his furs really bring that up. Black is very tedious, but it's also bringing quite a lot of character to the miniature. Oh, that white's not quite dry though. That means I'm working quicker than I thought I was, which is always a good thing. It's only 9:15 and I've nearly finished another miniature. Well, I say I've nearly finished another miniature. There's probably quite a lot to do that I don't notice on this yet. There's his monocle still to do. His umbrella. His umbrella's going to go black actually. We'll do the spike, and then we can always bring that back with a brown or a metal. Yeah, I think I'll make that a metal. Make the penguin-shaped handle. Make that more of a brown, I think. Right, so that's his glove. I need to go back to the smaller paintbrush. I don't trust myself with this. This size 2. Especially not with its split bristles. I'm painting right behind the face cam there. Just looked up at that 60 follower goal. Don't think it is 60 followers anymore. I think it's more. I don't know why that doesn't update. I just mentioned that because when I go to edit this for YouTube and watch it back, I'll remember that. Or at least hopefully I will. Usually I'm pretty good at keeping on top of things like that. So, although to be fair, this week I have been focused more on the microphone than anything else. How am I doing for time? 1:15. Feels like I said 1:15 about 5 minutes ago as well. And I'm rounding down there because it's 17 minutes past. But it's close enough to 1:15, isn't it? I can hear a crackling in my ears. That is not nice. I know it's supposed to be like lo-fi vinyl noise. Yeah, okay, good. That was that song. It wasn't just these headphones packing up already. Need to get a brown on my palette to do his hair with. Still need to finish off the what do you call that bit of a hat? The brim? The bottom of the hat. I think it's the brim. If there's anybody in chat, feel free to Google and correct me on that. I need to do the underneath of that as well. How's that looking? So it's getting there, it's getting there. So I don't know if I'm ducking out of frame or what I'm doing, but brown, 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 brown. A bit of a Latin vibe to this one. Oh, stop hitting the microphone. Stop it. Right, let's do the umbrella handle. What do I use? Modfang 388 maybe. Yeah, let's use 388. Give it a good shake and bring him in frame. Yeah, this is a good colour. Nearly put that in the wrong colour. Just make sure that that's all done. Give him a darker brown hair, I think. that off and just get the point at the end of the umbrella. Ah, I realise I've not done the back side of the umbrella. Suppose I need to do that as well. There I was thinking I'd nearly finished. Well, I have nearly finished, to be fair. Right, that's his monocle. His monocle's silver. But is it moulded? Yes, it is. Is it going to be a pain in the backside to pick it out? Yes, it is. We'll see about the monocle. So I've just used. I just realised I didn't say XV88 was the brown, and then modifying brown to go onto his hair. This might help break up a bit of the black to have a darker colour, but not a colour, not black. I would have probably, without a reference image, given him black hair, or given him grey hair, or white hair, but the reference image does have brown hair, so we'll try that. Yeah, it works. It definitely, yeah, actually. Yeah, I really like the way that looks. So we'll try and pick out his monocle next. If I can bring him back into frame, and we'll see what's going on. What could I? They have a thinner brush. This is. I don't think that brush will do it. Right. I don't often put paintbrushes in my mouth, and I don't like when I do it. But to get that fine tip on your brush, it is something you can do. Because I'll go cartoony with this. I'll paint the whole thing silver, and then I will come back with a white dot in the middle of it, and it'll just be glaring. Just pick up some more of the skin that I've missed in the far corners of his face. And while we wait for that to dry, what I'll do is I'll bring the turntable in, and I'll take a quick break. So we'll put Oswald here, There's no point doing that, is there? Doing this is probably better off. And I'll put Mr. Freeze on, and I'll put Riddler on, and we'll put Clayface on as well. So you can have a look at some miniatures while I'm having a break. So I'll bring... what have I clicked there? Nothing. Okay. I'll bring this in, change this to 21, change this to 35, start the countdown. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I'm back. I am here to finish painting. So Clayface goes in the dump pile, Riddler goes back in the dump pile. Freeze, I wasn't waiting on anything to dry with you, was I? No, you're in the dump pile. Penguin, you are next. I was waiting on your monocle. My chair is on my wire there. I've done the... well, I've done the underneath of your base. I'm not far enough with your shoes either. So I'll bring... add a touch more black. Sorry, I'm just looking around my my light there to see my second monitor. Ow! Just dropped my thumb in the cap then. Right, let's get... well, first of all, let's get you in frame and in focus. Paint that inside of your shoe there that I've very clearly missed off beforehand when I came round with the black, and then when I came round with the black a second time, still managed to miss it. And I missed all of his leg here. Just take that down to the bottom of the boot there, and we'll take that over the tip of his shoe. I'm gonna try, and see, that's gonna be in the way of me then, isn't it? How do I turn the... can I not turn the mic? Oh. Well. Let's just... angle it towards me a little bit. There we are. It's a bit ASMR-y now though, isn't it? It's only supposed to be visual ASMR, not audio in ASMR. Somebody walking in the snow there. Okay, that is a little bit more of the black done. Still need to do the black here. Let's turn this mic so that's better. Now you can hear me as intended. Just so I don't have to keep looking into the mic. Right, white. Little dot of white. Put the cap back on this Army Painter Masterclass Colour Scheme Masterclass brush, which I will say is a fabulous brush, and it came with this this coating mat. This is Jazz's coating mat. It's a little coating mat, but it gets the job done. That's not quite what I wanted. Just attempt to take that paint off there. Let's draw off the brush. So I've got some more water. Try it off again. In fact, I'll try and go back to this. This corn skid brush, as I've just dropped the other one. Let's there we are. Perfect. That's not quite perfect, but it's good enough. So I'll put him over here with the done miniatures. Take that cap and just switch it out here for Raz, and bend down and pick up that paintbrush. There we are. There is my other paintbrush. Swap over reference images. So we've got green cape, green shirt, green pants, black boots. Riddler has that green. No, Warboss green. Saving that for Ivy. That's looking like your kind of green. Just look at some other images of Ra's al Ghul. So his shirt is lighter than his pants. Okay, so we can go. It's only slightly lighter. So we'll go Strachan green for his shirt, Death Guard green for his pants and his cloak. And then go from there. He has black hair, black boots. He's got the darker Cadian flesh tone. So I'll just shake some of that up. And then we've got some of that on the palette as well. So that was Cadian flesh tone. And we'll shake some of the Strachan green. Whoa. There's that on there. put the ring back on that. Shake up some of the Death Guard green. Shake this up really well because I've not used it in a while. Lovely. Okay. So we're ready to get painted again. And put the army painter brush away again. That said, Strachan green for his shirt. So we'll give him that. Trying to find where his shirt starts and where his shirt finishes. Covering up the buttons, I don't mind too much about picking out those in great detail. I think Strachan green is the same green I used for Poison Ivy, but I don't think that matters all too much. His sleeve, which goes down here, but where does it stop on this arm? Ah, it stops here. Sometimes just turning that miniature over just the right amount, you can find a new detail which leads to the answer of your question. In this case, where does his sleeve stop? And it's where that cuff is, just as it's where this cuff is over here. Okay, so that's that, and then his cape. Will we do the yellow first? Forgot about the yellow. You know what? I'm just gonna go straight in here with the. I'm gonna sneeze. Bless me! Wow, it's a powerful one. I'm gonna go straight in with a Flash Gets Yellow. It is my brightest yellow, but hopefully it'll cover enough in the small spaces that we need to use it. There's a bit of dried paint stuck to the nozzle there. Get that off. Ow. So I'll leave that to sit on the wet palette just a minute, and we'll come in with a Death Guard green on this cape. Just glob that on. Lovely, and quickly I'm quite happy with how I thinned Death Guard green. It might dry patchy, and it might need a second coat, but it goes on really, really well. Got this on just over the back there, and then bring it down the front. I don't suppose it matters if it touches his trousers too much, because we'll be going over them, moving it all into one. That's quite a lot of paint sat in a recess there. So I might just use that well for a second or two. So that is the thing about how much I thinned it, is it goes on well, but it will pull and sit rather thick in recesses, although that is quite the strange recess. So I don't suppose it's strange. It's not strange in the fact that it's uncommon. It's just wide for this scale, I suppose. Make sure that things are still in shot. Just going to make these buttons green to start off with, in the hope that it'll make the yellow have something easier to stick onto. We'll make this base Death Guard green. Stop hitting the microphone jack. Okay, I'm rather happy with how that's looking so far. However, that is a lot of wet paint, so I might need to bring in another miniature. Luckily I have a few, so I'm just going to mess around with reference images. That is a very fast engine going past. That is not the correct thing I wanted to paste. Copy that, paste it there, and there we go. When it comes to cropping it, it's Harley, Riddler, Penguin, that's Bane. There we are. Okay, so I just brought my reference image up for Bane. Strangely, it's very, very different to the miniature. I expect it to be a little different at least, but not as different as it is. As we can't paint Raz's skin, I shall be painting Bane's instead. Okay, I've got this skin colour out. So just try and find bits of his arm. Should be big enough. I have painted a, or the even, Crossbones miniature from Marvel Crisis Protocol, and that miniature is very much like Bane. Big, tough arms, and a similar mask. Not quite the same, but certainly a similar mask. Might try and use some of this Tesseract glow on his Bane Venom pipe stuff. Does Bane wear gloves? Yes, he wears fingerless gloves, which this miniature is wearing. I suppose that's because regular gloves just don't fit his massive hands. I don't know. Stop hitting the microphone. I'll have to turn that into a channel point thing if it carries on. If I get to channel points. Also. I will say I am trying my hardest to get to the point of being considered for affiliate, because well, it's something to show for my my efforts on stream. I think the only way seems to be up from here, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. As I said earlier in the stream, there may well be another stream tomorrow. If it's not tomorrow, it will be Sunday. Okay, so there will still be 4 days of me. You just get a nice break. You get a nice break tomorrow. Or maybe you get a break on Sunday. Who knows? Remember that only 3 of those streams will be on the Mellow Miniatures channel, and that the other one will be on the Mellow Minis channel. As I said earlier, Mellow Minis is a good friend of the stream, and we have done a collaboration. So you get to see the results of the collaboration. Today's video that should have been out has been delayed to Saturday for various different reasons, but we're calling that collaboration day on Saturday anyway. So it's all good. Post my video then. Just jamming my sorry, realise I'm painting completely off camera there. Just jamming my paintbrush into all of these sort of nooks and crannies around Bane's tubes. So this Bane has a vest on, but the one in the image doesn't. Bizarre. Bizarre that they haven't just copied their things over. Oh, I didn't. I was going to give Bane a skin-coloured base, which obviously I can change if it looks too gross. I don't think it will. I think that looks alright. Probably wants a second coat, like a couple of the others do. As long as I've got that on there to remind me. Okay, it is 10 o'clock, so I am going to call it there, because I am a little tired. So I'd like to go home, see my family, and have something to eat. So we're gonna raid over to somebody. No, there's not many people here, if anyone here actually. But nonetheless, Mellow Miniatures is still gonna go and see somebody who is live streaming. Who are you gonna go watch? What are you doing? Has Twitch broken itself? Okay. Let's see what's going on over here. Why is my computer being so slow? Yeah, we'll raid over here. So if I type in the chat /raid, we're going to go see the wonderful Love and Music. She's a friend of the channel, so we'll hop on over there and say hello. For some reason my music has